Hello everybody, welcome to another Anatomy and Physiology live stream. Hello everybody, welcome in. How's everyone doing? Welcome. We're doing some Anatomy and Physiology today for the HESI and T's. We're doing some, actually we're not doing some for the HESI and T's today, sorry. We're going to do some cardiovascular system today. So I have the heart here. We're going to go over the blood vessels, and the heart. How's everyone doing? Hello, welcome. Thank you all so much for being here today. Hello. I'm Ollie. I go live on TikTok multiple times a week to teach anatomy and physiology. Hello. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. We'll get started with the questions. Hey, Emily, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm just pulling up the comments as well on my laptop, so then while I'm doing the questions, I don't miss any of your guys' questions. We'll go ahead and get started with the live stream here. Once a couple more people join, I'd appreciate it if you guys gave the live stream a like and a share. The more that you guys do like and share the live streams, the more this gets it out to as many people as possible, so we can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology. We're doing some cardiovascular system today. We're doing blood, heart, and blood vessels. I have about 30 questions for us today, so thank you all so much for being here. Happy Saturday. I really appreciate you all being here. You guys are awesome. I can stick around here to answer a couple questions before we get started and everything like that. Like I said, I'm just going to wait to get some more people in here so no one gets too far behind on the questions and whatnot. But thank you all so much for being here. Seriously, you guys are awesome. My name is Ollie if you're new. I go live multiple times a week to teach anatomy and physiology here on TikTok. I give you guys practice questions that your professors do not give you enough of. I'm really here to make sure that anatomy and physiology finally makes sense for you. We can make it easy, make sure you guys are getting the exam grades that you want and everything like that. Thank you all so much. I appreciate the likes as well. We're almost at 200 already. Thank you all. The more that you guys do like and share the live, the more this gets it out to as many people as possible so we can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology. Thank you, Mara, for the rose. Thank you so much. Like I mentioned, once we get a couple more people in here, I just want to make sure that we don't leave too many people in the dust with the questions and whatnot. So once a couple more people join, we'll go ahead and get started here. So thank you guys so much. Again, the more that you guys do like, share the live, the more that helps. We're already at 300 likes, so thank you. But yeah, we've actually had a couple more people join, so that's fantastic. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week here on TikTok to give you guys practice questions, teaching you guys anatomy and physiology. Today, we are focused on ANP2, specifically the cardiovascular system. We're going to go over the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. But I also have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years now. Any pharm techs in here? I was a pharmacy tech for 4.5 years while I was in college. Thank you all so much for being here on a Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I appreciate you guys being here on a Saturday too. I love doing these, so thanks for being here with me. I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll go ahead and get started with the questions. Alrighty. Number one, what is the main component of plasma? So we'll start with some of the blood material for the cardiovascular system, and then we'll move into the heart, and then we'll move into some of the blood vessel stuff. We're also at 700 likes now. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. What you guys do is you just comment A, B, C, or D, whatever you think the answer choice is. A, B, C, or D. You are a current medical coding and billing. Awesome. Welcome. Thanks for being here, Chastity. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday to you. We're almost at 1,000 likes, guys. That's crazy. The main component in plasma is water. Water is the main component of plasma. Plasma is about 90% water by volume. Water essentially acts as the solvent. Again, water is a universal solvent for our plasma proteins. Red blood cells are a component of whole blood, not plasma. Plasma is the liquid portion without all the cells. So red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, which are A, B, and D. Number two, which plasma protein is primarily responsible for maintaining osmotic pressure? A, B, C, or D? For number two, A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? You made the beginning of a line. Thank you, Mario. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hey, always Kiki. How you doing? Good to see you again. Wish I had this for my test last week. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're here now today, though. So definitely, like I mentioned, but I've always mentioned this, but if you guys have any suggestions for live streams and whatnot, definitely feel free to hit Service Plus. If you have any questions about my notes for anatomy and physiology, if you need some extra help to prepare, and then the practice test library, we can get a bunch of practice tests from the live streams as well. Send me a message as well. Via Service Plus down there. Number two, the answer is B. It's albumin. So osmotic pressure is essentially the pressure what's going to draw water into our blood vessels This is going to help maintain our blood volume and pressure. And albumin is the most responsible for this. Globulins are mainly involved in immunity and transport, not osmotic pressure. Fibrinogen is in clotting, and then hemoglobin is our red blood cells. Number 3, a normal hematocrit range for adult males versus females are approximately what? What is the main difference here? Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Thank you for any gifts that you guys give during the lives as well. You guys are awesome. Send a letter of the answer and said, that's totally okay. Yeah, no, that's totally okay. You know, you're not graded here, so this isn't a grade. This is just for your information, your practice, and whatnot. This is just to give you guys some fantastic review. So yeah, if you get it wrong or you put down the wrong thing, no. As long as you knew what the answer was, that's the important thing. If you get it wrong, it's better to get it wrong here than on your exam. We're almost at 2,000 likes, guys. That's crazy. Thank you all so much. Number 3, the answer is A. It's about 40 to 54% in males and 37 to 47% in females. Hematocrit, again, if you don't know what a hematocrit is, that is the proportion, of blood that is red blood cells. Adult males typically have a little bit of a slightly higher hematocrit, mainly due to testosterone essentially helping stimulate the red blood cell production. Number 4, which of the following is not a function of blood? Which of the following is not a function of blood? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What is not a function? There's over 400 of you here now. We just hit 2,000 likes. Thank you all so much for being here on a Saturday. Happy Saturday, all. The answer is C. It does not undergo hormone production. Blood transports hormones, but it does not produce them. Hormones are produced by glands. And then it does transport gases, so oxygen and carbon dioxide, nutrient delivery, glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, and temperature regulation. Blood is going to redistribute heat to maintain body temperature. Also with vasoconstriction and vasodilation. Number 5, fibrinogen in plasma plays a critical role in what? I kind of mentioned in one of those other questions a little bit earlier. What do you guys think for this one? A, B, C, or D? Comment A, B, C, or D, whatever you think the answer choice is. Thank you. We're almost at 2.5 thousand likes now. Thank you all so much for being here on a Saturday. The answer is B. It is blood clotting. Fibrinogen is converted to fibrin during coagulation, forming that structural mesh of a blood clot. Moving on to the next page of questions here. Number 6, the primary function of red blood cells is to what? A, B, C, or D? Comment whatever you think the answer is. And then definitely reach out to me via Service Plus. It's going to pop up here in just a second. If you want some extra help preparing for your exams with my notes and practice tests, I have a practice test library subscription and membership that has access to every single practice test that I've ever done with the answer key, so you can practice on your own from anatomy and physiology as well as some of the other topics. Number 6, the answer is D. It is oxygen transport. Oxygen transport. Red blood cells contain hemoglobin, which bind to oxygen and deliver it to tissues. Immune defense is white blood cells. Hormone transport. Blood plasma will transport our hormones, not red blood cells. And clot formation is from platelets and some of that fibrin that we mentioned. Number 7, hemoglobin binds oxygen in the... Where does hemoglobin bind to oxygen at? Where does it occur? A, B, C, or D? Where? And for tissues, we're referring to body tissues. The answer is C, fantastic. It gets bound in the lungs and it gets delivered to tissues. So oxygen gets released at tissues. Liver is a site where it's part of tissues. And then we'll talk about the spleen here in a little bit as well. Number 8, older damaged red blood cells are mainly destroyed where? Where are they mainly destroyed? A, B, C, or D? We're at 3.5 thousand likes now. Thank you all so much for all the likes on the live. I really appreciate it. The more you guys do like and share the live, the more this gets it out to as many people as possible, so we can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology and on their exams and whatnot. So I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. You guys are crushing the likes. I really appreciate it. You guys are really smashing those screens. Number 8, the answer is A. It is the spleen and the liver. The spleen and liver, they contain macrophages that are going to phagocyze senescent red blood cells. So it's going to recycle that heme and iron to make new red blood cells. So very important in immunity Number 9, which white blood cell, again, WBC means white blood cell, which one is the most abundant? And it's our first responder. You can think of it as like your EMT for bacterial infections. Which one is that going to be? A, B, C, or D? 4.3 thousand likes. Let's go. You guys are crushing it. Awesome, awesome. The answer for number 9 are neutrophils. Shout out. Always pay your respects to your neutrophils. Essentially, they are the most abundant. They're about 60 to 7%, and they're going to perform phagocytosis at sites of infection. They're the first ones there. Lymphocytes are mostly in your adaptive immunity. So again, they wouldn't be a first responder as they have to adapt. Eosinophils are going to target parasites and allergens, and basophils release histamine during allergic reactions. Number 10, lymphocytes are primarily responsible for... I accidentally kind of just gave that away, so hopefully you... Yes, that's a good mnemonic. Never let monkeys eat bananas. That's how you remember the white blood cells. Awesome, awesome. 5,000 likes. Let's go, guys. You guys are crushing your screens. Holy crap. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Number 10. The answer is B. It's adaptive immunity. Lymphocytes. So you have lymphocytes are made of your B cells, your antibodies, and your T cells, cell-mediated immunity. That's cellular immunity. These are adaptive immunity responses. Phagocytosis is mostly neutrophils and macrophages. They can be non-specific. Histamine release or basophils, also mast cells, and then clotting would be platelets and fibrin. Moving on to number 11. Leukopenia is defined as what? What happens there? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? Also, I've mentioned before, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, or you need some more help preparing for your exams, if you don't want to feel unprepared for your exams, you don't have time to make notes yourself, I have notes already made. And then I also have practice tests. I have over 50 with over 3,500 questions in my practice test library membership. If you have any questions about that, send me a message here on TikTok. This is Service Plus. If it goes away, it's the bottom left corner there. It's the orange button. But yeah, I have notes for when I was in the A&P, and I have all the practice tests that I've done on A&P live stream, on the TikTok lives. Number 11, the answer is B. It is a low white blood cell counts. Leuco means white blood cell. Penia is referring to this penia refers to, it's a medical terminology where it's a medical suffix for a deficiency. So it's a white blood cell deficiency, so a low white blood cell count. Number 12, basophils function to what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. That's why I always say taking medical terminology during or before you take A&P can absolutely help you answer questions. Awesome, awesome. We're also at 7.2 thousand likes, guys. Thank you all so much for all the likes. You guys are really crushing the like button. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. The answer is D. Again, it releases histamine during allergic reactions. Basophils release histamine as well as heparin to mediate inflammation and your allergic responses. Number 13, the first step in hemostasis is what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? First step in hemostasis is a vascular spasm. So immediately after injury, blood vessels are going to constrict. When you constrict, you are tightening and narrowing, so you are going to reduce your blood loss. Platelet plug formation would come second here. Coagulation would be third. Fibrinolysis is the last step. This is where you break down that clot. So clot breakdown. Number 14, a deficiency in platelets is called what? A, B, C, or D? A deficiency in platelets is called what? Think about earlier. What condition did we talk about earlier where we had a low white blood cell count? Also, 8,000 likes. Let's go. Almost at 10,000. You guys are crushing it. It is thrombocytopenia. So this is where platelets, we have a low count of that. Thrombo is clot or platelet. Penia is deficiency. Number 15, hemophilia is characterized by what now? A, B, C, or D? Hemophilia is characterized by what? A, B, C, or D? April, almost at 10. We're almost at 9,000 likes. Holy crap, you guys are crushing it. Hemophilia Again, we're on the cardiovascular system. Also, if you're new here, welcome. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week to teach anatomy and physiology here on TikTok Live to help anatomy and physiology exams go by smoothly. I'm here to make anatomy and physiology finally make sense and give you guys the practice questions that your professors do not give you enough of. The answer is D here. It is impaired blood clotting. Hemophilia is a genetic deficiency of your clotting factors. Such as factor 8 or 9 or whatnot. Number 16 here on the next page. The chamber that receives oxygenated blood from the lungs is what? We're going to move into some oxygen questions. Your son has hemophilia. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Number 16. The chamber that receives oxygenated blood from the lungs is what? We're going to move on to some of the heart material now. As we move in, again, like I mentioned, if you need some extra help and extra resources preparing for your exams, I have notes whenever I was in the class, or my handwritten notes. I got an A in the class, I got 100% on my final exam, and I have a multitude of practice tests that you can go through and test your knowledge and see where your knowledge gaps are. I have a practice test library membership. If you have any questions about that, please reach out to me via Service Plus. I can send you the link to join the membership. The answer here is going to be the left atrium. So if we draw our four chambers, we have our right atria, our left atria, our right ventricle, and our left ventricle. The right atria is going to receive deoxygenated blood from the body. The left atria receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. Number 17, the valve between the left atrium and the left ventricle is the what? And I'll give you a little fun way to remember which valve is between the right atrium and right ventricle and the left atria and the left ventricle. A, B, C, or D. We're also at 11,000 likes. Let's go, guys. Thank you guys for crushing that like button. The answer is going to be B. So the way to remember here, so our right atrium and our right ventricle and our left atria and our left ventricle. When you go to try on close, you try close on before you buy them. So tricuspid valve before you bicuspid valve. Bicuspid is also the mitral valve. So try before you buy, tricuspid valve between the right atria and right ventricle before you bicuspid valve, which is between the left atria and the left ventricle. Number 18, which layer of the heart is responsible for contraction? What do you guys think for this one, A, B, C, or D? There's over 400 of you here now. Welcome in. It's so nice to meet you all. If you're new, I'm Ollie. It's nice to meet you. I go live multiple times a week to teach anatomy and physiology here on TikTok. I'm doing the cardiovascular system today. We're going over the blood, the heart, and the blood vessels. I do all of A&P1 on Mondays, all of A&P2 on Tuesdays. That'll be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's mainly focused on the T's and HESI. On my profile, it'll say like live event scheduled. You can go and click register. It'll send you a notification when I do pop on the live. Or you can hit the bell. Number 18 now. The answer is B. It is the myocardium. So contraction refers to a muscle. So heart is cardio. Myo means muscle. The epicardium is the outer protective layer, so epi means above, endo's inside, so that's the inner lining, and peri means covering, so that protective sac. Number 19, the fibrous and serous layers together form the what? Our fibrous and our serous layers form the what? A, B, C, or D for this one? A, B, C, or D? Hey, Mira, hey, how you doing? Scroll up, yep, real quick. I also post these to YouTube afterwards. You can go back and rewatch. Thank you guys for 12,000 likes, too. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years as well. I love A&P, and I love doing these live streams. The answer is C. It is the pericardium. The fibrous and the serous layers make up the pericardium. Number 20, the great vessel that carries oxygenated blood to the body is the what? It's the largest vessel here. It is the blood vessel. The one that everyone always knows here, the blood vessel. That is the aorta. The aorta is the largest artery. It receives blood from the left ventricle and delivers it systemically. It has all of our oxygenated blood. Number 21, which valve prevents backflow from the right ventricle to the right atria? A, B, C, or D. What is my YouTube page? It is my name. It's also, you can tap on my profile. And it'll have the link if you tap on my profile, but this is it's on YouTube. I have all the old replays on there as well. Teaching anatomy is one of my favorites. Awesome. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Thank you guys. We're almost at 13. They're almost at 15,000 likes, guys. It's crazy. Number 21. The answer. So which valve prevents backflow from the right ventricle to the right atria? So backflow, again, if we draw out our heart, I'm going to get rid of my name here from my YouTube. If we draw out our chambers, we have our right atria and our right ventricle, or our left atria and our left ventricle. We try things on before we buy them, so that would make it the tricuspid valve. This prevents blood going backwards, so blood goes from the atria to the ventricle. This prevents it from going backwards. Number 22, deoxygenated blood from the systemic circulation first enters the what? A, B, C, or D for this one? We're at 13,000 likes. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Like I mentioned, I do have notes if you need some extra exam preparation material, and all listed every single practice test I've ever done on TikTok Live. Thank you for the TikTok gift. Thank you, Nuki. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support. But yeah, there's over 50 tests, over 3,500 questions. I'm going to be adding 4 new tests a week. I've added 6 this week, so I'm going to try to add as many as possible to make sure that you do not go into exams unprepared. The number 22, the answer is A. It is the right atrium. Deoxygenated blood comes from the systemic circulation into the right atrium. The left atrium is where your oxygenated blood comes from your pulmonary circulation, so it comes from your lungs. Number 23, blood flows from the right ventricle to the lungs via the what? Via the what? What takes us there? What is going to take us there? A, B, C, or D for this one? We're almost at 15,000 likes. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the gifts, guys. I really appreciate it. There's almost 500 of me here. Holy crap. Welcome in, guys. It's so nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology here on TikTok. Number 23, the answer is B. It is the pulmonary arteries. Artery means away. It does not mean it has oxygenated blood. So pulmonary artery and your umbilical arteries are going to carry deoxygenated blood. And then vein will return it. Number 24, oxygenated blood returns to the heart through the, as I just mentioned, the pulmonary vein. So the pulmonary veins carry oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the heart into the left atrium. So again, the pulmonary arteries and veins are exceptions to there being oxygen. Deoxygenated blood is in the pulmonary artery. Oxygenated blood is in the pulmonary vein. Number 25, systemic circulation will carry blood where? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think? We're just at 15,000 likes. Let's go, guys. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are crushing it. Number 25, systemic circulation. Thank you for the ice cream gift. Thank you, thank you. The answer is B. It is between the heart and the body. This is excluding the lungs. The heart and lungs is pulmonary circulation. All right. Number 26, the natural pacemaker of the heart is the what? A, B, C, or D? What is the natural pacemaker of the heart? Also, if you need some extra resources in preparing for your exams, I have all my notes whenever I was in A&P. I got an A in the class and 100% on my final exam. They're on my website. You can tap on my profile or use Service Plus. And then all the practice tests. I have a practice test library of every single TikTok Live practice test. If you want to make sure that you go into your exam prepared, doing multiple of practice tests, send me a DM. I can send you the link to register for the membership. But number 26, the answer is A. It is the SA node. This is the natural pacemaker, meaning that it is going to initiate the impulse, the electrical impulse. Then we'll move on in this system as well. Don't worry. We'll talk about all these different parts here in just a second. Number 27, the AV node is responsible for what? A, B, C, or D? For number 27, what do you guys think? Also, we're at 17,000 likes. It'd be close to 20,000 likes today, guys. You guys are crushing it. Number 27, the AV node is responsible for, the answer is B. It is delaying the impulse. So it is called the AV node delay. That occurs so we can allow the ventricles to fully fill up, so that we can get as much blood as possible to the lungs and then out to the tissues. So this is going to be for our right ventricle plus our left ventricle. And so the AV node slows the conduction down to make sure that the atria can fully contract pushing as much blood out as possible to fill the ventricles as much as possible before the ventricles contract. Number 28, the Purkinje fibers. What do they do? What is the function of the Purkinje fibers? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? It is C. They're going to rapidly conduct these impulses to the ventricles, contracting them. Number 29. What is the correct sequence here? The correct sequence of our depolarization is what? Where does this electrical impulse go? We're at 19,000. We're seriously almost at 20,000 likes. That's crazy, guys. Thank you all so much for liking and sharing. The more that you guys do like and share, the more that we can get this out to as many people as possible. And we can help as many people as possible in anatomy and physiology. Fantastic. The answer is A. We go from the SA node. So our pacemaker, our AV node delay, and we have our bundle of HES, and then we have the Purkinje fibers. Number 30, the phase of the heart when the ventricles contract is called what? What is the phase of the heart where our ventricles contract? Also, my like I've been mentioning, my A&P notes, my practice test library membership, they are on my website. You can tap on my profile or use Service Plus if you have any questions and you want the link. Number 30, the answer is systole. This is ventricle contraction. Diastole is the relaxation. The lub and dub, those are the heart sounds. Number 31, speaking of that, our lub sound of our heart is caused by what? A, B, C, or D for number 31. What is that caused by? What is the lub heart sound caused by? You always hear lub dub. Lub is our S1. S1 dub is S2. Number 31, the answer is A. Is our AV valve. Oops, sorry, that's from yesterday. Meant to hit. Sorry. Number 31. Lub, or S1 sound, is caused by our tricuspid valve and our mitral or bicuspid valve closing at the start of ventricular systole. Our S2 sound is B, when our semilunar valves close. So the sounds of the heart are when our valves close. How can you get these lessons? They're on. I have a membership on my website that you can join. Every single TikTok live practice questions, so the blank version and the answer keys. You can print them out and do them on your own. They're on my website. You can tap on my profile, but you send me, you can DM. I'll send you the link. Number 32, cardiac output is calculated as what? Cardiac output is the volume of blood pumped per minute. So what would that equation be, and what would be responsible for that? A, B, C, or D? Also, we're at 22,000 likes. What is it? Oh, no. Okay, I'll fix that. So sorry. I'll fix that before I put that up there. But the answer is A and C. So it is, I think I meant to put minus or plus or something. I think it was minus. But it is our stroke volume times our heart rate. Stroke volume is the amount of blood pumped per minute, which is our heart rate. So the volume of blood pumped per minute. Number 33, the myocardial infarction is caused by what? A, B, C, or D? Please send information. If you want information sent to you, it's the bottom left corner there. It's the orange button. It's called Service Plus. I'll send you the links to my website. And if you miss anything, it'll be on YouTube. I want to keep the live stream going. I don't really go back all the time. But number 33, myocardial infarctions are caused by a blockage of our coronary arteries. Myocardial infarction occur when the blood flow to the cardiac muscle is blocked, which is coming from, there might be plaque or a thrombus. Number 34, atrial fibrillation is caused by what? A, B, C, or D? Number 34, atrial fibrillation is caused by A and what? A, B, C, or D? We're also almost at 25,000 likes, guys. You guys are crushing it. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Number 34, atrial fibrillation is caused by an arrhythmia. So atrial fibrillation is irregular atrial, so your atria's electrical activity, which can cause an irregular heartbeat. Number 35, long-term hypertension can lead to what? A, B, C, or D? Long-term hypertension can lead to what? A, B, C, or D? Also, if you're new here, I just hit 25,000 likes. If you're new, it's so nice to meet you all. I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week teaching anatomy and physiology on TikTok Live, giving you guys practice questions to make sure that anatomy and physiology finally makes sense for you, give you the practice that your professors don't give you enough of. And like I mentioned, if you need some extra resources outside of the live streams, I have notes and practice tests. They're all on my website for you to download. I have a membership for the practice tests. You can send me a DM via Service Plus if you have any questions about that. It's in the bottom left corner there. Number 35, long-term hypertension can lead to, the answer is C. It is left ventricular hypertrophy. This means it's growing, so it's an enlarged left ventricle. Chronic high blood pressure causes the left ventricle to thicken due to the increased workload it must undergo. Number 36, which layer of the artery provides strength and elasticity? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? It's for fun. Awesome. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here just for fun. Yeah, this is also a fantastic review if you're just trying to learn more about human anatomy and physiology. This is fantastic for review as well. If you've been in the class before, you don't really remember things too much later on and stuff. So glad they're here. I really appreciate you being here. Number 36, which layer of the artery provides strength and elasticity? The answer is B, the tunica media. The tunica layer, tunica media, contains smooth muscle and elastic fibers to handle the pressure and maintain vessel's tone. Tunica interna is the endothelium, the thin lining. The tunica externa is a connective tissue that provides support, but it has a little bit of elasticity. And the lumen is the interior space, not a layer. Number 37, which artery carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the body? Among the following here, which one is going to contain oxygenated blood from the heart to the body? I do not just give the answer, and I want to tell you exactly why. I am here to teach you anatomy and physiology. If you think I'm here to just give you the answer, then you're here for the wrong reasons. I give you practice questions because I want you to think about the information. So once I get you thinking about the information, then you connect it with the answer choices. And then we can go through and kind of connect it and conceptualize, why is that answer right? Why is it important? Why are the other ones wrong? So if you just want the answer, get out of here. I don't care. We're here to explain things. I'm here to teach. I'm here to make things and make you understand things, not just give you the answers and help you memorize answers to questions. That's not the point. That is not the point. I'm here to make you understand things. Yeah, I actually would recommend a coloring book for anatomy. I actually have like a TikTok shop link. Yes, say understand, not memorize. What was I saying? Coloring book. Yeah. In my TikTok, it's like a TikTok shop. It's on my profile, the showcase. It's the Netters. But anyway, back to the questions. That's my spiel. So again, I'm giving you guys the purpose of what we do here. Number 37 is the aorta. It is the largest. Again, it's going to take, if we have our heart here, I'm just going to draw a quick heart. Our aorta is the massive vein here that carries it out to the rest of the body. Number 38, arteries differ from veins because what is the difference here? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D. Thank you guys for 30,000 likes too, guys. That's crazy. Thank you all so much. About testing anxiety, yeah, I can definitely talk about it at the end as well. Once I have 50 questions. I'll stick around for some questions. Number 38, arteries differ from veins because, and think about, so the structure is relative to the function here. They have thicker walls because they have to withstand higher pressure. Veins have valves. They don't have to withstand as much pressure. They have to return deoxygenated blood back to the body. And they have to go against gravity. So they have those valves to help ensure a more of a uniform one-way flow. Number 39, the pulse is caused by what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? Answer is B. It is expansion in the recoil of our arteries. So pulse is going to reflect when your arterial wall stretches with each ventricular contraction. Viscosity affects flow, but not pulse. Heart rate only, so heart rate will influence pulse, but the expansion is what creates, so when we're talking about pulse, we're talking about that palpable beat. So the expansion and stretching of our arterial walls is what's going to reflect that heart rate and beat. Capillary exchange occurs only at your capillaries. Number 40, veins are different from arteries because they what? What is the difference there? What do they have? What do they have? A, B, C, or D? Yeah, these questions can definitely help with the T's. I do so A and P1 and A and P2, I split them up. I do those on Mondays and Tuesdays, and those questions are mainly, I kind of make them in preparation for the HESI and T's. But anatomy and physiology is on the HESI and T's, so this is going to help you as well. Anatomy and physiology is really universal, it's not too much different. So, number 40, the answer is C. They contain valves. And why is that important? Valves have to withstand the pressure from the muscular portion of the ventricles contracting and pushing that blood. Veins are a little bit different. Veins have valves they try to help with our one-way flow, so it doesn't go backwards. It helps the blood return to the heart against gravity. Skeletal muscle also contracts to help push blood. That's more so indirectly, though. But again, arteries have thicker walls. Arteries are more elastic because they have to withstand that pressure. And oxygenated blood only, that is false. They do carry oxygenated blood in terms of your pulmonary veins and your umbilical veins. Number 41, the largest vein, not blood vessel or artery in the body is what? So when we're talking about a vein, A, B, C, or D. Like I also mentioned, if you need some extra resources, I have notes whenever I was in the class. And then I have a practice test library membership with every single practice test I've done on TikTok Live. The largest vein is A. It is the inferior vena cava. That returns blood from the lower body. It's the largest in diameter. Number 42, varicose veins result from what? A, B, C, or D? This is what I know. Standing for long periods of time, everyone worries about this. The answer is C. It is a valve incompetence in veins. So what happens? Like I mentioned, veins have valve to help prevent blood from going backwards, and it helps it go back to the heart against gravity. What happens is those valves can't function as well. They basically can't prevent backflow as much. So that blood will pool, and essentially the veins will pool up with blood, and they enlarge and twist. Number 43, venous return is aided by what? I kind of briefly mentioned this. I briefly mentioned this. A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? Also, we just hit 35,000 likes. That's crazy, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. The more that you guys do like and share, the more this gets it out to as many people as possible, so we can help as many people as possible for anatomy and physiology. The answer here will be B, though. Skeletal muscle contractions will indirectly kind of help push that blood back to the heart. It compresses the veins, pushing the blood toward the heart. Number 44, capillaries are specialized for what? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for this one. What do you guys think? They are specialized for the exchange of gases, nutrients, and waste because they have thinner walls with their endothelium. So basically, diffusion between your blood. There's diffusion between your blood and tissues and your alveoli and your blood. Number 45, fenestrated capillaries are characterized by what? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Thank you guys so much for all the follows as well. You guys are awesome. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Ollie if you're new. Welcome back if you've been here before. But I go live multiple times a week to teach anatomy and physiology here on TikTok Live. I go live at least 4 times a week on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'm going to try to go live more as well, so there might be more than this, but it's going to be 4:30 p.m. EST, Monday is all of A&P1. Tuesday is all A&P2 for the HESI and Ts, or for your A&P class in general. But number 45, the answer is B, fenestrated. Have small pores for exchange. They allow for rapid movement of smaller molecules. You'd likely see this in your kidneys or some of your endocrine glands. Continuous are non-fenestrated. Large gaps for whole cells, that would be sinusoids, and thick tunica media. Capillaries do lack a tunica media. Number 46, sinusoidal capillaries are found where? A, B, C, or D? So I talked about them a little bit. For large gaps, where is it going to be? A, B, C, or D? Almost at 40,000. That's crazy. Also, like I mentioned, I have notes in practice test library. They're on my website. You can tap on my profile or send me a DM via Service Plus. I can send you the link to those as well. Number 46, the answer is C. It is the liver and the bone marrow. They have large gaps that is going to allow for the passage of our blood cells. Number 47, pulmonary circulation is going to move blood where? We talked about it earlier. It is from the heart to the lungs. 48, hepatic portal system carries blood from what? Oh my gosh, I have hiccups. Oh my goodness, I can't stop. Hepatic portal system will carry blood from where? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D for number 48. And then I'll talk about my schedule and I'll stick around for any questions as well here at the end. Number 48, the hepatic portal system is going to be from your digestive organs to your liver. So essentially, from your digestive organs are going to absorb nutrients and water. That nutrient-rich blood will go to the liver first to process and detoxify before it enters your systemic circulation and goes out to the rest of your body and whatnot. Number 49, atherosclerosis involves what? A, B, C, or D for this one? What do you guys think? A, B, C, or D? A, B, C, or D? It's going to be the plaque buildup in arteries. Plaque, so cholesterol or fats can narrow your arteries, leading to ischemia. This is atherosclerosis. Number 50, last question here. An aneurysm is what? A, B, C, or D? What do you guys think for this one? Number 50, last question here, everybody. Last question. What do you guys think? The answer is C. It is localized arterial dilation. So this is the weakening of the arterial wall, which will cause a little bit of ballooning or dilation, which leads to the risk of that blood vessel rupturing. A clot in the veins is not. It's a thrombosis. Narrowing of arteries is stenosis. Valve incompetence would affect the heart valves or the vein valves. But aneurysm is where you have a weakening in the arterial wall, which can cause it to dilate, which could cause it to rupture. Yep, this will be on YouTube later. It takes a couple days for it to process and whatnot. But thank you guys so much for being here today. I want to go over my schedule for future live streams, so stick around for any questions. Thank you all so much for being here today. Like I mentioned, my notes are on my website. Same thing, I have a practice test library membership. If you guys have any questions about that, in the bottom left corner there, Service Plus. I will be live for sure. My next schedule live is Monday at 4:30 p.m. It's already on my profile. You can go and register for it. Same thing with Tuesday. These are my next live streams. And then Thursday and Friday, this will likely be at 4:30 p.m. both of these days. I'm going to try to go live more as well. I may potentially go live tomorrow on Sunday. It's TBD. It'll be like I have a pop quiz. I think you guys rock, seriously. These are Eastern Standard Time, but if you go on my profile, it should say your time. Monday is all of A&P1 for the HESI and Ts, all of A&P2 on Tuesday for the HESI and Ts. This is my schedule and things like that. Thank you guys so much for being here today. You guys are absolutely awesome. My YouTube, like I mentioned, it's all, you can tap on my profile. Everything that you guys would need from me, notes, YouTube, practice tests are all there. I'm going to flip the camera around and say hello to everybody. Oops. Hit the wrong button. Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Ollie. Sorry, it's a Saturday, so a little... Explain here a little bit. Hello, everybody. I'm Ollie. I'm the guy that's been yapping to you for the last hour about anatomy and physiology 2, and blood vessels, and blood, and the heart, and whatnot. Thank you all so much for being here. Core. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here. I have my comments pulled up here, so if I'm looking over here, that's just why. It's so smart. You guys are so smart. Seriously, you guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. If you're new here, I'm Ollie. I go live multiple times a week to teach anatomy and physiology. I have my master's degree in molecular medicine, and I've been tutoring anatomy and physiology for 5.5 years now. I was a pharmacy tech for 4.5 years, so I love pharmacology. I can occasionally do pharmacology on here as well. It's really nice to do this for people. Thank you guys for being here. Seriously, it's super nice of you guys to join the TikTok lives and things like that. You guys are amazing. Seriously, I couldn't do it without you guys. So you guys are awesome. Thank you. Let me know if you guys have any quick questions. I'll stick around here to answer any questions or not. Yeah, I do have a few pharmacology videos on YouTube. I'm going to try to start posting some more of those later this week. And this is so sweet and informative, so grateful. Awesome. Seriously, you guys are awesome. Where was this 40 years ago? They did it so far for us. I know, right? Yeah, it's definitely like, stuff like this is definitely, it's been so much fun. Yeah, it's been like such a journey and stuff. So I started doing this like a little bit over a year ago now. I've been doing the live streams at the end of February, I started posting on TikTok at the beginning of September of 2024, so last year, and now I have over 130,000 followers now and stuff like that. Like this is insane to me. I'm so grateful. I loved it. Thank you for the finger heart smiley. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be doing this. I love doing it. It's so much fun. I'm thankful. I've met so many incredible people. I've gotten interviewed by TikTok before about what I do here and stuff. So. It's some cardiology, pharmacology. Okay, definitely look into that. Yes, Evelyn Mark, absolutely. I'm going to cardio neuroscience for your master's. Awesome. I cannot recommend medications. I cannot do that here. Go talk to your doctor. I just do physiology. No, not necessarily. So I do, we do a little bit of anatomy and physiology. Obviously, I'm mainly anatomy and physiology. So I'm teaching mainly the physiology because anatomy is a lot of just memorization. So I don't want to teach memorization. I want to teach physiology. I want to teach concepts and understandings. That's why when we go over the questions, we go into detail on concepts and stuff and talk about why that answer is right, why is it important, why the other one's wrong. And then I also do some biology and chemistry here and there, some microbiome and some pharmacology here and there and stuff, but mainly anatomy and physiology. That's my bread and butter. That's what I've been tutoring and TAing for so long, so I love it. I'm passionate about it. Study tips for lecture exams. Practice explaining things out loud. Like, for example, if you were to explain to me how to tie your shoe, make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, explain physiological process, how something works. I start A&P on Monday. That's awesome here for the cats. It's awesome. Actually, if you're here for the cats, occasionally, we have 2 cats, so I pop them up here on the live stream sometimes when they would like some attention. So good luck starting. We'll be here live, so I'll be doing A&P 1 on Monday, A&P 2 on Tuesday. Almost said 50,000 likes is crazy on a live stream, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. I really appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for teaching. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get going. If I have some extra time, I might pop back in here on a live stream and stuff. I might do one tomorrow, if I get some extra time. So, but next Monday on 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be live. Same thing Tuesday. I'm going to try to do more live streams, try to get them out as much as possible. So I know exams are coming up. I know a lot of people are starting A&P. They're starting their A&P. Some people are in finals. Some people are on a midterm. Some people are on an exam. I was so busy this past week with tutoring. Everybody was in there for an exam, a final, or a midterm. So it's been crazy. So I'm definitely always thinking about you guys. Always hoping that you guys get the exam grades that you want and stuff. So any other quick questions here while I'm here and stuff? Let me know if you want to do a live stream that labels the heart. I got a heart model, things like that. I just started a series going over the skeletal system, all the bones and stuff. I'm gonna post that a little bit later today as well. I've been really busy tutoring, so the videos haven't given out as much because I've been tutoring, but I'm gonna try to do more work so I can get you guys more tutoring. So, any other quick questions here before I get going? Like I mentioned, I have a practice test library membership with every single practice test I've done on TikTok Live. There's over 50 of them. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do some of those as well. But thank you guys. I'm going to get going here. Like I mentioned, though, I have notes if you need some extra resources. They're on my website. You can tap on my profile if you want the link there as well. But also, my practice test library has over... how much? So I do 60 an hour. They're on my website. Basically, what you do is you go on there, you pick the time slot available, you book it, and then I'll set you. You can upload your materials there. You can send me an email with your materials and things like that. So... But I'm going to get going. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will potentially see you guys in a future live stream. So thank you all so much. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. I will definitely try to do some more live streams this weekend, do more questions and things like that. So thank you all so much. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.